we all know that the gaming space in the crypto industry is going to take off, like massively. But I feel like the most important part of all of this is the VR space. The metaverse, VR, and how VR is going to change the gaming industry, not just the gaming, the social industries, and just our everyday lives. Which is why you keep seeing big brands like Sony dropping PSVR 2, because they're dropping it into us. They're making sure that we don't forget that VR is a thing, and we are going to live in the VR world. Welcome back to cryptogains, one other video. I just want to explain my verdict on this because it's powerful. I've been buying this token right here, Victoria VR, whilst it's under a penny. This is not financial advice. Please do your further research before you invest your money. I'll drop the buy alerts to my Patreons. You're seeing this. I think this is a good time to be seriously paying attention to VR projects. I showed you another VR project a while ago, a couple of weeks ago, called Seek VR. I'm now buying more Victoria VR. I'm dollar cost averaging because it fell down in price. Now's a good time to buy. Why do I think VR is something we should be paying attention to now at the, whilst it's cheap? I'm trying to look at the depths of its bear cycle, because I look at VR. When I look at all this stuff, where is it? Let me just find it. Hold on, I'll get to that in a second. That's powerful. I look at VR. Let me just type VR. Let me see images. VR. Like I look at the internet. Like when the internet first came about. What's going on? Why isn't it searching? Show me this money VR. Here we go. VR metaverse. When the internet first came about, many people didn't understand what the internet was. And many people didn't use it. I remember hearing, because there's loads of different things you can look on the internet from the past, like 1990, 1995. I've grabbed one up, I'll show you in a second, where people are just like unsure of what the internet is. It's funny because if you ask someone what the internet is today, they look at you like you're dumb. What do you mean? What's the internet? Where are you from? Like 1990? You know what I mean? People look at you funny because you're supposed to know what the internet is. And if you're watching me on YouTube now, you should bloody using the internet. So I look at VR like how the internet was back then when many people were unsure in it. You know what? Let me show you an example. Look at this. I was watching this video here, and it just gave me a great flashback as to how superior and how powerful this world has changed in just 20, 30 years. What is that? 1995, 2005, 2015. You're talking about 25, 27 years, something like that. It's changed massively. Let me go back.
Millions of Americans own a personal computer.
Remember that noise?
If you're one of them, you can now glimpse the future with nothing more than a modem, a phone line, and a few dollars a month.
Just that picture there alone shows what we used to be like. This is what we used to be like. Compared to what you're probably sitting on now, you've got your phone that's more power, more superior than what this piece of technology was there. Look at this. Look, these guys here, look, they're just so confused. Like
writers and producers. Allison, can you explain what internet is?
No, she can't say anything in 10 seconds or less.
I'm afraid that if I subscribed to something like internet, you would really be hooked. I would get hooked, and I would never
subscribe to the internet.
Spend time with my family. Does it bother you at all that these are all people that you don't really know? I mean, everybody's signing on and having these conversations.
I'm not going to play the whole thing. What I'm saying is that there was an era where people didn't have a clue what the internet was. I heard people go, "Oh, why use the internet? Why send an email when I can just drop you a letter?" So I look at VR just like this. And how VR is going to change the way people do things. The metaverse will be a big thing. Whether you like it or not, it will be. VR is going to be around long term. Start focusing on VR because at some point, people are going to want to buy in on VR projects at some point. And I'm trying to get you in on this early. This is not financial advice. But what do you think is going to happen when gaming starts to blow up big? Mark Zuckerberg, as Mr. Zuckerras, I just got to keep it real, he might succeed in what he's been trying to do all this time. And he might just do one little thing differently that absolutely sparks the metaverse. Trust me. And if this whole mixed reality becomes bigger and better, people are going to start looking for VR. They're going to start searching VR. And look what comes up. Look at the coins that come up. Well, Veracity is nothing to do with VR. VERASITY has nothing to do with VR, but this one stands out. Victoria VR. This is what people are going to search. You got VR Jam that stands out, but I don't know. But Victoria VR. And if I come onto CoinMarket, because I'm just trying to show you realistically what people do when they want to buy something. They're like, VR, let me look at VR. They search VR. Look what comes up. Bang, Victoria VR at the top, Seek VR second. And this is what's going to happen. It might not happen now, maybe 8 months, maybe a year or two, but just watch what happens in this time, you know. Look at this. I was searching, let me go back on it. I was trying to find out the market size, like how big is the market cap size of VR and where is it expected to go in the future? It says the market's largest segment is AR software with a market volume of 11 billion. That talks about AR. It says AR and VR. Hold on, I came down here. How big is the VR market? How big will it be in 2030? Says these elements consequently lead to the increase in market share. So in 2021, the market for augmented reality and virtual reality was valued at $22 billion. By 2030, it is anticipated to reach $451 billion. I'm paying attention because what's going to happen to make it go from a 22 billion market cap to, or in evaluation to 450 billion. Something's going to happen. And if it's not PlayStation constantly bringing VR, if it's not Mark Zuckerberg bringing VR, who is it? What is it? What's it going to be? If it's the crypto space, cool. I've been saying in the future we might just have our phones. Our phones might be the new VR, and you're thinking, what? I've seen the crap, you know, versions of the VR with the box, and you put it in, and you're looking like that. It's crap. I know. But this is now. That's not what's going to happen in the future. In the future, they may start using mirror casting, where you just cast your thing to this, you know, portable VR headset, just like your Oculus Quest and stuff. Nice pancake lenses. You just go like that. You cast your phone to the VR headset, and all of a sudden, your phone is the best flipping VR piece of gear that we've got in existence, because the technology is growing stronger in devices. You can use, you know, Snapdragons, all these powerful processors that can play VR phenomenally. Trust me. And all you do is you just bang, cast straight to the device. We haven't got a VR device right now where you can put your phone in your pocket, click cast or Bluetooth or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden you got this headset, you're in VR, you're walking around, it's looking clean, nice, all because of the power of the phone that's constantly upgrading and getting better. I'm just saying. So at some point, we're going to see a shift in the excitement for games, metaverse and everything else. And I think VR will have its time. And once VR comes about, I'm telling you now, the first ones they're going to search for, they're going to come straight onto CoinMarketCap, search the words VR, and Victoria VR is going to be popping up. Seek VR will be popping up. And these are the coins I've been telling people to buy, because there's a reason, because I think it's going to happen. I'm trying to be ahead of the herd. So for me, Victoria is a good buy. Let me just show you, you know, market caps and everything else. We're talking a 23 million market cap. This is a low cap gem, you best believe. Mega cheap. 16 billion in supply. Trying to think of what's got 16 billion in supply. 20 billion. I can't think right now, because, you know, I like to compare coins. Well, XRP had 100 billion, went to £3 back in 2017. This has got 5 times less the supply. It should be able to do 5 times the price if it was to reach 100 billion. You know, the crazy thing is, you don't even need Victoria VR to go to 100 billion for you to make life-changing money. I mean, 100x puts it at a what? Let's just have a look. And take this, 2.3 billion. Let me just show you this. Take the market cap, times it by 100x, because, you know, my channel, people be like, you do a lot of 100x's. Yeah, I'm looking at these low cap gems. I'm not looking at the top 5 coins and top 10 that all your average YouTubers keep showing you. Always top 10. Oh, Cardano did this, that did this, XRP did this. Cool, I like those coins, but I'm looking for real serious money, not just a little 2-3x. Come on, you best believe. 2.3 billion puts Victoria VR at a, oh no, that came out wrong. Victoria VR, when it 100x's, puts it at a 2.3 billion. And the price, look at this, times 10, 7 pence times 100, 71 pence. It could probably go to $1. What's $1? I'm going to change it to the British US dollars. $1 is 80 pence. So actually, that's not far off from the 100x, maybe like 101, 102x your money, but maybe about 102 times your money back. That's what I'm calling for Victoria VR. And then it will be sitting about, I mean, if I want to be precise, this is how you do it. You take 80 pence, I said, right? 0.80, and then you divide it by 0.0071. Yeah. 112 times your money back. Well, I said 102. Flipping out. Take the market cap, times it by that. What kind of market cap am I really realistically talking about? I'm talking a... Oh, where's it gone? I almost swollen. I went, oops. 2.6 billion market cap. That's what I think is going to happen for Victoria VR in the future. I kicked my light. Anyway, so, you know, for those that are new to Victoria VR, this is your VR experienced metaverse. You know, get immersed into VR in a crypto way using Victoria VR. It says where your imagination is the only limitation. You can stake your VR tokens here if you want to do it. Check it out. They've got an explore button. What happens when you click explore? Brings you down here. Immerse yourself. So they use an Unreal Engine to make these beautiful looking areas that you can get involved in. I've been keeping an eye on them. They've been doing some updates with different areas, different landmarks and stuff as well in their VR space. If you take a look, they've got this whole fire thing. They're doing earth, wind, fire, water, all of this, and they're making different locations. So let's go right back because they did an earth one. Where's the earth one? Or is this still the fire one? Because I've been watching, right? So look at this whole area that you can get immersed in. Oh, that'd be loud. We're in my whole video. So it looks good, and if people can use VR headsets to socialize in a space like this, walk around, or even if you have the chance to buy land here, because what's the whole, I'm trying to figure out why they're doing this. Look, in Victoria VR, that's just going to loop, there's a river that flows through the Fire City. Fire is associated with the triangle, which can be noticed at the triangular roofs. So they're obviously going to have key areas that are based on elements, right? And this is what they've been doing. They've been testing these body things. This is what I'm saying. VR's changing. This looks stupid now. You've seen that Ready Player One where they're wearing a bodysuit. It seems stupid now, but this could be the future where things go. Like where they start. What are they using this for? We tested the Rococo smart suit for NPC creation. Cool. So they're using it in a sense just to create NPCs. Because when you get immersed into the VR space, you're going to have bots, NPCs, preferably using ChatGPT AI, so you can talk to them about different things, guide you and stuff. And this is the suit that they're using to make it cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I wanted to find the last one, the Earth one, because it was really good. It was like a boat. Show me the boat. Where's the boat? Let me find it. That's the triangle. No, not that. Hold on, I'm getting there. That's just showing the team, right? They're just keeping themselves active while they're having fun doing what they're doing. It says, check out the AI art gallery. Okay, so this is it. Learn more about the Wood City. So this is the Wood City that they've been designing. They're designing these different areas, which I'm assuming we would be able to explore in, live, socialize, and do everything else. Is this it? It's showing fragments of it. I'm going to keep watching. You can watch with me as well. Okay, cool. No, is this it? What's this? Today we like to show you some of the 3 towers in Wood City. Okay. So, I mean, you can watch a lot of this in your own time as well. I feel like it's just a sports tower. Hold on, let me just come down. What's this? Where's that boat? I saw a boat and I was impressed with the boat. I was like, right, that's a nice boat. I want to explore that. Did I really come this far down? Yeah, I did. So here's this, because is this person that gets on it? It's called Catamaran. This is the VR walkthrough. So let me put this up because this showed the person getting involved inside the VR and the experience, what you're going to experience when you're in this. I like it. Can you imagine just like inviting your friends over, say, look, just come to my boat. Can you imagine a world where people, you know, they buy virtual boats, virtual yachts. You just come over, just come chill with me on my yacht kind of thing. I mean, we just don't know what's going to happen in the future. But I do think that VR is going to be a big impact on this world. More so than what it is now. Like, really. I like the look of this. So cool, you know, and it will, when it comes to graphics and, you know, processing and how things look visually, that will grow with time, with technology, as technology grows. So, I mean, you've seen it. Come on, look at Mario 2D. My face, I know. And to what it is now, you know, Mario Odyssey. So as time's gone on, graphics have gotten better. I'm intrigued to see what these next ones are going to be. Like maybe it's wind and fire. I don't know. Wind and water. I don't know. But you can see they're teasing at these different things that they're doing. And I was watching some interview with the architect as well. So yeah, cool. You know, I like what's going on here. I think it's a good buy right now. I think that people should be paying attention to VR because people may miss out. They may miss out on the because could you imagine if the internet was a stock that you could have invested in back in 1995? I mean, you had AOL, you had these other little stocks and stuff, Google. But imagine if the whole internet as a whole, when people didn't have a clue what the internet was, if you could invest it and make crazy money. Well, I see VR as the next era of the internet, the whole metaverse, socializing and everything else. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. If you liked it, drop that like, give me a subscribe. Thank you for watching. What do you think of this? Do you still hold this? Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think. It will be good to see people, because VR right now for Victoria VR, I haven't seen people actually play it. So if people are able to get immersed and play it, cool, let me know. If they drop it on the Oculus Quest, the Meta Quest, Meta Pro, you know, if they start bringing it on there where people can just get involved and play it, because, you know, right at the bottom it says it had the Oculus support. So they need to update the site a little bit, you know, call it Meta, well, it doesn't matter, people know what it is, isn't it? But if they start giving it support where people can just download it on these devices, that's going to be massive. This could probably, of all the VR types of projects, this could probably be the first one to get launched on the Meta Quest Pro or the Meta Quest. So, and if that happens, you're just going to see this coin skyrocket minimum 100x. That's all I'm saying, because now it's available to the masses. People can get involved in a decentralized way using a decentralized VR metaverse experience. Guys, thank you for watching. I got a Patreon. Come a Patreon, 7 tiers, take a pick. I always say go for my exclusive VIP partner tier. I'm not going to say it all. You check it out. Check the tiers, have a read through and decide which one you want to go for. But thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.